Girls and boys basketball are finishing their season, so make sure to get out to the last games while you can. We have games on February 7th against Salem, February 11th against Londonderry, and the 14th against Windham. Keep following SS Clippers for themes and more information.
Step Up Day for Portsmouth Middle School is coming up really fast. On February 11th, Team X will be visiting, and on February 13th, Team Quest will be visiting Portsmouth High School. If any of you want to help tour around the freshmen, please email Miss Wolf with questions.
Attention seniors, your local scholarships are due March 7th at 3:30, so make sure to get those in.
Also, later this month, February 12th is an early release day.
After the stress of finals, we all get to have a break on February 24th to the 28th for February vacation. Until next time,
Smooth sailing and roll clips.
Hello everybody, I'm Francois and I'll be your freshman co-anchor. Today we'll be playing Matchup, where we received a ton of wacky fun facts from teachers all around Portsmouth High School, and we're going to see if students around the school can match up that fact to the teacher they know. Let's play! Hello, and I'm here with
Lara, Isla, Kayla,
Jacob Starbridge,
Miss Mundy, Emery.
And for today's fact, it is my first 2 years of high school were in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Do you guys have any answers?
Miss Martin.
Miss Martin, any answers?
that is easily Gloss Boss.
I agree.
She's so deranged.
Mr. Goldenberg.
She would definitely be in a detention center.
She's very interesting.
Sadly, you all were incorrect. The answer was Miss Rolinski. Incorrect. The answer was Miss Rolinski. All right. Now I'm here with,
Ella, Giselle, Jalen.
and for the second question, it is, I got a perfect score on my AP Calculus test. Any answers?
Mr. Harrison. Mr. Harrison. Mr. Krause.
Well, those were all incorrect. The answer was Mrs. Rab.
Oh, you were just okay. Cool.
And I'm here with.
Henry Roy, Andy Brown.
And for the next fact, it is, when I was 15, I rode my bike across the United States. Any answers?
Mr. Denuzio. Mr. Sanford.
Sadly, you're both incorrect. The answer was Miss Gloss.
Wow. Okay. Very cool.
Hello, and I'm here with.
Lex Wu, Ryan Swartz.
And for the next fact, we have, I have met 3 U.S. presidents, including Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and Jay Carter. Any answers?
Miss Gloss.
I'm going to guess Miss Parsons out of the social studies wing.
Well, Ryan, you got it correct. Miss Parsons is the teacher.
Niall
Thank you.
And for the fact of today, I had dreads for 10 years. Any answers?
Miss Feehan.
I'm gonna say Miss Carla Frank.
Sadly, you're both incorrect. The answer was Mr. Goldenberg.
Wait, can you keep filming?
Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to shout out the PHS paperclip. Hard work going on here. Go check it out. New Instagram. Miss McBride. What's the handle for the Instagram? What's the handle for the Instagram?
PHS paperclip.
Turn it back this way.
Oh my God.
PHS paperclip on Instagram. Go follow it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys.
One conversation that has always existed at PHS: how should we treat the sports culture? In light of recent events, this conversation is a hot topic. Instead of the rules focusing on the players, in light of these events, have focused on the students. Many parents say that the students should be more polite when they cheer for their team and not storm the field. But many students disagree with that. They say that storming the field is part of the sports culture. And should that be?
Yes, all events that we have at school are school events. So everything that applies in a classroom applies to a basketball game, a theater event, anything. So yeah, I think they're absolutely fair, because we, especially in the games with athletics, because we know all of that positive energy that comes for supporting our great athletes and our performers. So when we hear crowds in the auditorium cheering on our theater performers, it's the same positive energy that we hear in the stands at a football game or
And how do you feel about the one-game ban?
So I think the ban on that one game to eliminate students from attendance was just a reminder that these events are community events, right? And so when we have families, grandparents, little kids, siblings, cousins, all there, the idea of 400 people pushing chairs and running into the court is just a really dangerous moment. So the ban was only about just reminding us that why we need to keep everyone safe. And it's also an opportunity to remind us that these are community events. This isn't a private little club. This isn't a group of, these games aren't there for students alone. We have people who've been coming to our events, athletics and otherwise, for decades. They're going to come when we're all gone, and they've been coming long before we got here. So making sure that our events, we remind ourselves that we serve a community, and we need to represent our best selves when our guests come into our house on the ship. So, for me, the idea of the line that's crossed between the joyful noise, right, which I talk about all the time, and that's the positive energy we bring to our players and our performers, that's needed, and we are great at.
Yeah. And how would you feel if you were in the shoes of a student? Like if you were one of the people that stormed the field?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I think the energy, once again, the energy that was there was all joyful and all positive. What you don't think in that moment, especially in the mob mentality moment, I'll just follow everyone down. We actually had people fall in the stands. We're lucky no one got hurt, but it wouldn't take much for someone to get hurt getting kind of pushed or shoved or tripped. They're not designed to kind of run down. The story I was telling earlier was that, all that joyful energy, surrounding our players, they're on a championship run season. All it would have taken for one of our key players to get hurt, totally by accident, and our season was over. Some of our star players, and it would have taken a simple thing like jumping up and down and suddenly landing the wrong way in their ankle. No one would have been psyched if that was the reason, and the fact that we failed to keep everyone safe would have fallen on us as well. And so that's part of that whole connection. Bring the joyful noise. There's never been a game won or lost by cursing out a ref. So the idea is, what can we do for our team to show the best side of Clippers and Clipper Nation?
All right, thank you.